Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. We are going to convert JavaScript functions into a function in Python. So here we have four different problems or four different types of functions. Here we have a function that takes in a parameter of username and password. Username must be equal to all lowercase admin or all uppercase admin, and have a password as well that should be equal to 1 2 3 4 5. If all of those are correct, it should pass and give us the return value of access granted. If anything inside the username or password is not any of these, then it should be access denied. Okay, so here I'm just gonna read the whole instructions right here. Write a method admin login that takes in two arguments, a username and a password. If the username is admin or admin, the capitalized admin or all uppercase, and the password is 1 2 3 4 5, return access granted, otherwise return access denied. Okay, so here we have our admin function in Python. It's already defined. We also have the username and password as parameter. We're going to delete the pass keyword, and then we are going to create our conditional statement. Okay, so if username is equals to admin. So for JavaScript, the equals translates to equals here. So like it matches the whole the whole value. Okay, username is equals to admin, and password equals has to be 1 2 3 4 5, and then we need the colon right here. That is very important. And then we do a return, and then access granted. Okay, and then we are going to test it up with our PyTests. So tests x. Okay, let's see if we should start the shell first. Launch the shell, and then PyTests x. Okay, did anything pass? Okay, so access granted. Okay, the one that failed is the one that has the capitalized letter. Okay, so after this we're gonna use if username. So basically the same thing, but we're gonna type all capitalized or all uppercase for the username. Password equals 5, and then colon return access granted. Okay, and then now we're gonna check it out again. Okay, now we need to we have to create the else statement for the access denied. Okay, and else return access denied. Right. Okay, check it. So all our functions have completed. We're gonna go and move to the next problem. This is gonna be a how's the weather or temperature problem. So write a method how's the weather that takes in one argument which is temperature. If the temperature is below 40, return it's brisk out there. If the temperature is between 40 and 65, return it's a little chilly out there. If the temperature is above 85, return it's too dang hot out there. Otherwise, return it's perfect out there. Okay, so for this we are gonna we're gonna define our function how's the weather with the argument temperature right here. So first we're gonna put in our if method. If the temperature is below 40, if temperature is below 40, we want it to return it's brisk out there. Control C, Control V, okay. And then else if, okay. So else if, so the main difference for JavaScript and Python is writing else if. So in Python is elif. Okay. Temperature. If the temperature is between 40 and 65, temperature is greater than or equal to 40 and temperature is less than or equal to 60, right? 65. We want it to return it's a little chilly out there. Okay. And the next one is elif temperature is above 85, greater than 85. Return this two dang out there. Control C, Control V, and then otherwise. And then the last part is hold on. We need a column right here. Create an else statement. Return. It's a perfect weather out there. Control C, Control V. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, let's see. Okay, temperature 75 passed. Okay, 55. Okay, so all our tests passed. Now we move on to the next problem. Okay, write a method fizzbuzz takes in a number for multiples of 3. Return fizz instead of the number. For multiples of 5, return buzz. For numbers which are multiples of both 3 and 5, return fizzbuzz. Okay, for all other numbers, just return the number itself. Okay, so we define our function fizzbuzz with a argument or parameter num. Okay, so here we're gonna use the if statement again. If num is divisible by 3 equals 0 and num is supposed to be and num is divisible by 5 equals 0. Return fizzbuzz, right? For numbers which are both multiples of both 3 and 5, return fizzbuzz. Okay. Then if num is divisible by 3, let's do that one. Is equals to 0. We want to return fizz. For multiples of 3, return fizz. Okay. We just need to put in our quotation marks because it's a string. If num is divisible by 5 equals 0, return okay, we forgot the else if. It's an else if right here, so do an elif return buzz. Okay, return for numbers which are multiple of 5, return buzz. Okay, buzz, and then else return the number by itself. Return num, and that should be it. Let's check it out. Okay. looks like all our tests passed for all of our parameters. Okay. Next, we're going to be working on our last conditional statement. We're going to write a method or a calculator that takes in 3 arguments: an operation and 2 numbers. Operation, 2 numbers. So those are like our 3 arguments. If the operation is one of the following, okay, so plus, minus, multiplication, and division, return the value of calling the operation on the 2 numbers. Otherwise, output a message saying invalid operation and return nil. Okay. So, okay, here we go. We are going to create another if-else statement. So if operation is equals to our first operation, which is plus, then we want it to return, what do we want it to return? Return the value of calling the operation on the 2 numbers. So we want num1 plus num2. Okay. Now we are going to do next one. Else if operation equals subtraction. We are going to return num1 minus num2. Okay. Next is elif operation equals multiplication, and then it's supposed to return num1 times num2. Okay, so kind of the same thing. We're just gonna change the operation equals division, return num1 divided by num2. So we're just gonna switch out the operations. Okay, and now we are going to do a default. If it's not those kind of operations, then we want to have we don't want default. It's supposed to be else print invalid operation with an exclamation and return nil. Let's try it out. Okay. What is the error? Calculator in control flow returns sum for. Okay. We have an error in our sum. Is equals num1. Print invalid. Let's try none. Okay. Let's try it out again. Okay. Operation. Okay. We forgot the colon over there. Now everything passed. And let me try if it's nil is gonna work out as well for this one. Fine. It's supposed to be none. Okay. Nil and none are the same, which means nothing. And that's it. That is turning JavaScript functions and conditional statement into Python conditional statements. And thank you for watching.